morning, everyone. Welcome to Scrap Saturdays. I'm going to try to not clear my throat. I don't know. It's morning. It's actually Saturday morning, but today is Wednesday. So I'm never going to get these days right, right? I say good morning on a Saturday. It's really a Friday. We're just going to go with it because today we're halfway there. Yay! We're halfway to the weekend. We're halfway to whatever it is that you're looking forward to. I myself don't work on Friday, so I get excited. And last week I missed yoga, so I'm kind of looking forward to a little bit of yoga this weekend. And so, yeah, I was like in my creative flow. So last week, I think I got about 5 layouts done, and I just felt so good. It was Friday, and I was alone, and so I just kind of like tucked myself into my scrapbook room. I literally closed the door so I wouldn't even hear anything. And I watched Quantico. Yes, I did. Absolutely. Put on some Netflix. So here I'm just trying to choose and look through the leftover of the paper. I was wondering if I was going to, jump into another kit or open up something else, but I thought, no, I have to force myself. Yes, force myself to use what I have on my desk. Because sometimes I do kind of get like, I'm so bored. I've been looking at the same paper for such a long time. But I'm like, no, Monica, you got this. You can do it. And so this is a photograph of me and my bunch. Yes. And as you can see, my son is sticking out his tongue. And, I didn't notice that until I was scrapbooking. I'm like, little bugger. I tell you. But you know what? It makes for a more fun memory, right? Because this is not this summer. This is last summer. This is 2016. And I was showing my husband and my daughter the layouts that I created last week. And they were so excited. They're like, wow, these are good. These are bringing back a lot of memories. So I have to promise myself to buy a couple of more binders and start to put these, not in so much crazy sequence. I'm trying to scrapbook them in sequence, believe it or not. And if this is like the first day we got there, imagine how much more I have to go. So yeah, we're in this for the long haul, guys. So yeah, during the winter, I'm going to try to like mix up a few more current photos with a few more things and then go back to this. But yeah, I'm going to have to get a few binders because I have three stacks of completed layouts that need to get put into an album. And then that part too, like I feel guilty because they're just in piles. So they're just going to settle. They're going to get warped even more so, I think. And I have such a paranoia with it. I think it's only when I'm working with it, though, that I don't like warped paper. And then after, when it's in the album, the album will settle it, I guess. So this is fantastic paper. I love the color tones in this. We are sitting in front of a very beautiful church, but it's a little bit whitewashed, right? Remember, these are pictures taken with my cell phone. So these are not like, my Canon camera quality photos. And I still think with the lighting and everything that was going on, they turned out beautiful. But I use that marbleized paper just to bring out a little bit more, but not too crazy bunch up the background. But then you'll see as we move along, I'm going to add other stuff to it. So I don't know, that theory goes out the window, just like every theory, right? And here I'm wasting time. Yep, I have this Prima stamp that I got, I don't know when. And I'm in this mode where I'm like, you got to use your stuff, Monica. Yes, you do. So here I'm like the Incredible Hulk trying to take it off its backing, and I don't even end up using it, right? What would be the point? What would be the point? So I'm starting with this paper in this direction. I don't even know. Is it portrait? Yes, portrait. And then eventually I am going to turn it over and you're going to see how it completely transforms everything, because what I'm doing right now, I'm going back to my tried, tested, and true. Yes, just do what you know. And basically I'm trying to fan out. I call this more of a fan out more than a tight layered cluster, because I want more to show, if that makes sense. And here I was trying to use that cut apart with the hand sketched people, thinking that it would give me more neutral balance on that side. And I put the purple leaf paper on the other side because I wanted a little bit more weight since there's darkness on the photo. But I just fumble and keep going until I find the exact thing that I want to use. And that's just what it is. I mean, that's what scrapbooking is all about. It's just about playing. It's about repositioning. Sometimes layouts come about really quickly, and that's okay, right? You're good, you're in the mood, everything lands where it's supposed to land. And then sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's just you got to fan it out 6 times and you got to move it around 12 times. Or sometimes it's just like the one I'm using, the one that says, "Welcome to Palm Springs." We're not in Palm Springs. But it has to work. You just have to let it go, right? You just got to surrender. Yeah, that was my thing. I always say that. What does yoga teach me? Yoga teaches me that the hardest pose is Shavasana, right? It's the pose at the end when you lie down on the ground and you fan out your arms and your legs like as if you're in mid snow angel. And it is the hardest because when you're so competitive and you're trying to get the perfect layout, right? You're trying to get everything perfectly placed and you just don't want to give up. And you keep thinking, well, how come everybody else can get it right? And how come their layouts always turn out perfect? But sometimes you just got to Shavasana. You just got to let go and let it be. And so that's why they say it's the hardest. It's the hardest because we're perfectionists and we want everything to be so perfect, right? But it's not. And sometimes just letting go and allowing the Palm Springs to land there is all that we have to do, right? So here we go. I flip it around and I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I needed, right? It was a rejuvenation to my layout. I'm like, yes, there's more room, number one. Number two, I love that it goes from pink to yellow because it sort of helps with the flow of how that picture kind of has that faded out part. And then I use that little desert Palm Springs cutout as well. I love this tag. I love the colors in it and I love the way it sits there. And I think eventually I'm going to cut out a little piece and use it on the other side for balancing. So yeah, I really liked it. I really liked the flow of it once I turned my page. So if you have tried an 8.5 by 11 layout, try flipping it. Try doing a landscape version of it where you've got 11 inches to play with, from left to right. I guess it does shorten your height on it, but it still works out for me and I really like it. You see me twiddling my fingers a lot because I'm like, what do I want to do? I bring back that Explore geotag sticker that's come out maybe 3-4 times, and it does land here this time. It really does because I liked it. The colors were okay. It brings your eye to the other side of the page, and that's what we want to do, right? We want to start at the top, and then we want to move right across. And I have no formal training in this except for all the wonderful videos that I watch on YouTube that have told me so. So it must be true because it's on YouTube. My hot glue gun, I think I forgot to plug it in again, so I was giving it some time to heat up because yes, I need a checklist on my door. Right before I walk into my craft room, I need a checklist. Turn on hot glue gun, number 1. So here I think I have no idea. What am I doing? I'm just playing. I'm cutting it out. Yes, and I go and I use an old tool that I haven't in a little while. So you see, no harm, no foul. The tag still looks intact, but I bring some more of that beautiful pink and green to the other side. And so now is when I'm thinking, I need something decorative, something to the edge of this. And I bring out my deco punch. I forgot what those are called, but I use the ticket stub one because that's my favorite. I don't know why, but it's visually pleasing to me. Here's my handy turquoise stapler, which I haven't mentioned yet. We went back to school shopping, and in the bin there was one last turquoise stapler for kids. It's for kids for back to school. And I held it up and my whole family, and I waited. I didn't say anything. I didn't make any sounds while we were at Staples. I just held on to the stapler in its package and I just waited for everyone to look at me, and all 3 of them, they're like, "Ooh, Mom, that's so you." And I'm like, yes, I'm glad you all understand. And so, no, I did not need a new stapler, but it was turquoise. So yeah, I needed it. So that's what I did. And I love the big camera there. Again, another die cut that has tried to land on many pages. So glue it, get it down, go, keep moving. And I do have to apologize for my voice. I guess I do have maybe a little cold. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the morning or if it's just, I have no idea. I don't feel weird. I just sound weird. So yeah, I'm almost done, I think. I have no idea where we're at. I keep playing with little die cuts. I have a whole package of those acetate pieces, and I never know where to use them. Sometimes I, back and forth. There is no mixed media on this page. As you can see, I'm already gluing down my cluster, and the back looks so cute. It looks like little turquoise popcorn bags or something. I think I only do a little bit of gold misting here and there, and it's only because the background didn't require any more. That's just how I felt. And I didn't want to add any other colors. I think that the colors all kind of meld together really nicely. And I do bring out some, here it is. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say I bring out some Heidi Shine, but I was going to say I didn't know if it was the gold or the teal, but it is the gold because it matches better, right? It's less of a competition between both. And of course, the gold dries up so delicious. This one really dries up like the small, tiny splatters look like little tiny beads. And I do have to purchase some more enamel dots. I don't have enough. I kind of miss that. And so I was waiting to put down the sticker because I wanted to do my my little splatters first. And I love that it's tone on tone. Again, that sticker, it's from a sticker sheet that I've been trying to use up. And if it doesn't really match or doesn't flow, because sometimes whatever it says is not perfect, but when it kind of melts into the paper, as you see, it's there, but it's not really there. I love the acetate Go See Do, so that kind of just stayed as my title instead of the other tag that has the big word sun on it. I haven't been really using too many thickers in any of my layouts for the last 4 that you're going to see, and I don't know why. I just don't feel like it right now. I'm trying to really just get back into the groove of scrapbooking. And to be honest, I'm sure you guys feel the same way. I am still scrapbooking, vacation photos. So even though as exciting as it is to kind of like fall upon this one and see that my son's sticking out his tongue and it's so cute, it's still kind of like I have to get an album done. And I've heard other people speak about it, sometimes when they're talking about what's your favorite thing to do or whatnot. And even Sharon, she left me a comment last week and she's saying that she has to do a wedding album for a friend. And as soon as I read that, I thought, yeah, it's so fun and exciting when you first think, I'm going to take all these pictures, I'm going to get a collection of paper, I'm going to get the most perfect album. And then like 6 layouts into it, you're like, I'm bored. I don't want to look at these papers anymore. I don't want to look at these die cuts anymore. And that's kind of what I feel sometimes. I feel like I just need something fresh, right? Something different. But no, you're not going to agree with me. You're going to tell me not to give up, Monica, and keep going. You've got this, right? So I balanced out the other corner with that beautiful circle acetate that says, happiness looks gorgeous on you. Yeah, happiness looks gorgeous on you. That's a nice little saying. And so that's kind of the trick, right? So I did the same thing with the tag. I cut it out. I balanced it on the other side, right? Check. And then the same thing with the acetate. I balanced it on the other side. 2 good reasons is 1, yeah, it balances. Number 2, you get stuff used up, right? So it's always a hodgepodge of things. I love my tearing of paper. I love the way that bottom piece of that marble paper, as I call it, marble paper. That was hard for me. Did you hear that? Yeah. And now foam dots just to raise everything up because it just needs a little bit of a boost here and there. Because when you look at my layout straight on, it kind of has like a surfboard effect. Is that the right thing? Like it's a little bit higher on the edges, but the middle kind of sinks down and it's variated. And I really like that. So here you see me with those thickers, but nah, I'm not in the mood for them. I didn't use them. Coming out with my trusty stamp. So what does that tell us? It tells us that we're almost done. Yay! So much love. How much love can I send out to the world every time I come on here? And it's to you guys, to you, and the time that you take to watch, the time that you take to leave me love and such amazing comments. I send it all back with ginormous tight hugs. of encouragement, of inspiration. Hopefully you find the passion and reignite yourself in this awesome hobby that we share. And I love it. I'm so glad I'm back. I really love it. I missed it so much. And I realized last Friday, stuck in my room thinking, yeah, this is where I belong. This is what I need to do. I need to feel feed. I need to turn off the microphone. That's what I need to do. Hugs and kisses, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on Saturday.